Rugged Warrior, and thanks for watching. If you've been following along with our 4L80E saga, you've seen the disassembly of the transmission into its major components, and today we are going to show you the disassembly of the components themselves, like drums, clutches, planetaries, and such. So let's get to it. All right, guys, well, here we are. We are ready to find out what broke in this transmission. Now, I always start with the direct clutch. And I do that because, in my experience, in these transmissions, in this application, 9 times out of 10, this is the failure point. So, first thing to do to disassemble direct clutch, now just in case you're wondering, the forward clutch, I'll show you the difference. This is the forward clutch, okay? This is the direct clutch. Now, all I gotta do is pop this clip out, just like that, pocket screwdriver, flip it over, set it to the side. Looks good. If this would have gotten hot at some point in time, you'll see a lot of discoloration in the pressure plate. It will be black from the burnt transmission fluid. It is not. That's not to say this clutch doesn't have damage. We haven't gotten there yet. But you need to inspect this as you take it apart. Looks to be in serviceable condition. Now, what's important about this snap ring, if that thing is toast, the snap ring's toast too. Because what it will do is, in the installed configuration, it will have a gap like this. You see it spring open because it's still good, it still has spring tension. When they get hot, they will stay in this closed, it will stay closed like this, and then won't provide adequate clamping pressure to keep the pressure plate in the drum. So, now we'll just flip the drum over. And take a look at our clutches. They do have some wear on them, but for the most part, are in pretty good shape. These are not bad at all. They've got some miles, but it's nothing like you would see in a passenger car. Honestly, the ones that we see in the military are either like brand new or just totally smoked. This is the wave plate that sits underneath all that. All right. So, we have not found an issue with that clutch, and I'm pretty sure that it was an issue in a clutch, so just keep that in mind. All right, the next step, this is one of those tools that you don't have to have, but man, it sure is nice. This will allow you to compress the piston springs in the drum to allow you to get the piston out. And I will say this, if you do not take pistons out of your drums in any transmission that you rebuild, you are not rebuilding it. Period, end of story. You need to take those out. You'll see what kind of garbage is behind this piston, but you need to take them out and replace them. Now, this is a later model transmission, so you'll see that it has bonded steel pistons. These are a whole lot better than the old school aluminum design. So, this has plenty of adjustability. Put it up there like that. All right, now, if you watched my Facebook video, you'll know that this is a snap press model KB20. So, what we do is we will center it, sort of. It's a balancing act. Get kind of sort of centered. Allow us to put even pressure on the piston springs. Like that. And now our spring's compressed. This is where we take a set of picks and we'll be able to pick that snap ring off, hopefully. It's a lot harder than it looks. All right, now that we've got it partially up, what I like to do is put a rag over it so it doesn't go flying or flying in your face. And we'll just run our pocket screwdriver or a pick, we'll use a pick in this case, and we'll just pry it off. All right, we got a snap ring that looks like that. All right, set that to the side. We'll relieve the pressure on our piston springs. We'll set it into the stowage mode and set it back there. We'll take our springs. Now you'll notice these are late model springs because if this had an early model aluminum piston, it would not have this retainer to retain the springs on the bottom, which you must have to run bonded steel pistons. So, take a rag to get a better grip, twist, relieve the suction pressure, and pull that piston right out. Now, when we pull it out, I'll run my finger along the outside edges and the inside edges of this piston. It looks to be in pretty good shape. Also, there is not a lot of trash in the bottom of this. There's some fluid, which I'll drain out. And the lip seal on the inside here also looks good. Doesn't look like there was a cut or a tear. So this was not the failure point. All right. We'll clean up our stuff here and set it as an assembly on our car. Now, the next thing to do is to check the the sprag on the direct clutch. There is a circular clip on here that you'll be able to pry out with a pick, and it's really easy. It's got a hole that you can grab with a pick. You'll pry it up and it spirals out. It does overlap. It's a little different than most clips. You'll pull that out. There's a cover. You'll pull that out, put it upside down. And then to get this off, what you'll have to do is spin it in the direction that it spins and just pull it off. Now, you'll have this piece of the sprag. It goes down like that. And then there's a corresponding piece that usually stays on the hub. It'll go in there like that. So, there's some trash around the end here, which means we are probably pretty close to the failure point. But this was not the failure point. So, we'll just spin it back on. Set that on top, and set that on top there along with our other clip. We'll set that on our bench, or excuse me, on our cart.